Hey friends, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do Breast Cancer Awareness Month nails and chit chat. So for the base color here, I first applied a white base, and then over it I used Color Vibe in Cherry Blossom, and I put it on the sponge and dotted around to kind of give like a pink cloud effect. I do apologize, I do not have a proper breast cancer awareness plate, so I am going to be using Maniology's bow plate M453 and just used different bows on here to make as breast cancer awareness. So we're going to do lots of pink. I'm going to first pick up this image here, and I will be reverse stamping. So I'm going to pick these up in Maniology's Peppermint B410. I know unfortunately this disease has affected many families, sadly. And I guess today we could call this video, or not video, my channel Rants with Jen, because I do have some things to say. Okay, show you what this looks like. It's very light. Okay, so I think it's too light. So let me pick a different color just for that pickup, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm going to pick up in Rosebud B507. This one should pick up better. Yeah, much better. And then I'm going to skip over here and pick up these bows over here. Same color. Okay, now I'm going to take plate BM-XL356 from Maniology, and I'm going to use this image. And I think I'm going to use Kandi Spirit B180 and Rosebud again, and kind of do a gradient with it. And as we get into the reverse stamping, I will get into the chit chats. Okay, that first color is Kandi Spirit, and then this one's Rosebud. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp down. And I'm trying to stretch it over the thumbnail because otherwise it will not fit. And I'm going to do the same thing on one more nail, and I will be back. And I wanted to include hearts because to me love is a large part of what goes into, you know, our loved ones that deal with breast cancer. So as I reverse stamp the ribbons, I'm going to kind of use different colors. So I have Color Vibe in Pink Haze, Color Vibe in Lilac Love. It's kind of a purple tone, but it's got kind of a light pinkness to it as well. And then that Fresh Paint in Sophia. And I apologize in advance if I get distracted with talking, because I think the things I have to address are important. So for the first thing I'd like to address, I have heard of many times like young ladies that complain of symptoms and they get overlooked. It's assumed that because they are young, that nothing is wrong, right? I just changed that color out to that Lilac Love because that's just too The other's going to blend in with that. And then by the time these ladies get diagnosed, it's, late stage. And that's just I don't understand that. If a woman has a symptom, regardless of age, cancer has no age, it knows no age, then she should be able to be looked at no matter her age. And you always hear, oh, you have to wait till you're 40 to have a mammogram. Okay. For myself personally, for many years, I have breast pain, one breast in particular. And so I don't know, I didn't fight for myself really. So when my 40 came along, I had other things health-wise I was always already having to deal with, and I started having to prioritize things. And that's my fault. I kind of just let it go. So I recently, let's see, I guess it would have been March, April, somewhere in there. I had asked my regular doctor about getting a mammogram, and it was going to be able to be set up easily. They were just going to do like the referral. So I waited for the phone call to set that appointment up. She was really sweet and everything. And then she had to call me back and let me know that their machine broke. So she needed to reschedule, and I'm like, oh, good grief. That's great for a machine like that to break. And then, Lord, I hope somebody wasn't stuck in there, right? So, it ended up having to be rescheduled 2, maybe even 3 times, which is fine. It wasn't her fault, of course. It was just the machine issue, and they thought they were going to get it, and then they had to figure out the little things to it. So anyway, I did get to go and have my first one done, and she was real sweet. She knew I was nervous, and I explained I have breast pain, and she said, it can be like even with hormones or whatever, and she did suggest that I go talk to the gynecologist. And so I went through the mammo hoping to get at least answers as to if it's something very concerning or not. And I had got my report, which I didn't know that's how it happened. That was again my first one. So and it said that they did not see anything suspicious, but that there was so much density that they recommend getting some kind of a sonogram on it, but it needs to be after 6 months of the mammogram, in between, like a whole 6 month in between the first one and getting your next one. I don't know why, but anyway, so my doctor didn't really personally go over the results with me. He's just like, oh, I'm assuming you got your report. And I'm like, yeah. Well, I didn't think a lot of it. And I had gotten this random email talking about other women that have had their mammograms and then found out that they didn't have this density situation, and they were also recommended to get this second test. Well, a lot of them were saying that, okay, well, let me tell you this one first. This lady said that she did get hers done, and they found a golf ball sized breast cancer that the mammogram did not see. Now, I don't know how that works. I'm not, a medical person. I don't know how it misses something, that big. First of all, that's scary. Second of all, it was talking about that insurance companies do not want to cover the second test. Okay, well, this is my my big rant. I don't understand Okay, if a mammogram, because I always thought it's going to show for sure yes or no, there's a situation. If it is not going to show for sure yes or no on all women, density or not, then why do we not just do the second test to begin with on all women with insurance covering it? That just doesn't make sense to me, because that's a life, and you're putting your life at risk if you're not going to allow women to have the second testing because of the cost. That just makes no sense. Okay, then forget the first test and just go straight to the second one is what I say. Because we're there for answers. We're not there to get, oh, you might still have a problem. And it said that men, insurance will cover help for men, if you know what I mean. Well, that's fine, but that's just sad if you can cover that, but you're not going to cover something that's a major thing for women. Like, that's a major health thing. And that's just not fair. That's not right. So, you have to be your own voice. You have to fight for yourself, because no one else will. It is sad but true that we have to sometimes push to have our health needs cared for. It's not right, but that's just the way it is. So please, if you have any sort of symptoms, go and push it and fight for yourself to get the care you need. Yes, I need to take my own advice. I'm great at giving advice, and I'm not good at taking it my own. But I do need to see about it. I do still have that symptom going on, so, which I got several little like health things going on, so, and it gets tiresome, it wears you out. So that's certainly something I need to attend to. I do not know if my insurance will cover the sonogram or not. That's something I'm going to have to look into. I really hope so, because that's really sad if not. And anybody that has been affected by this disease, I am very sorry. My heart hurts for you. I'd really hope that by now we would have a cure and this not be an issue. And there's just so many cancers, it's very sad. And again, it knows no age. So again, be your own voice, speak up and take up for yourself, because you deserve it. You deserve to have good health and to be cared for. Okay, and on these here, I left this one and this one because that background color is going to come through for that, since there's already some pink on it. And now I'm going to take this plate. It's just a random one that my husband picked up for me during one of his orders. I have no idea what it has, no name or number, but it is an Alice in Wonderland plate, and we are going to get into a mani with this one. But I want to use this tree right here. Y'all know I like my trees. I don't have, this is what I need. I need a tree like this that's more full. This one's not full and it has little items on it, which is fine. We're going to work with it. I'll show you what we'll do. But it's sharp like the other ones are. So if you get plates like that, just be very careful. But I also want to say, I do not know if that is all insurances that do not want to cover the further testing or not, or just some, but make sure if you need that, just check with your own insurance, because again, I just don't know who all that includes. Okay, get the blue tape. It's stuck on there. So I'm going to pick it up in Maniology's Cocoa. Not sure if I'm going to take off anything yet or not. Gonna look at it. Oh, it picked up well though. Let me look at it on that nail. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp down. I'm gonna leave everything on there right now. So what I'm gonna do is take some of Pink Haze from Color Vibe. I'm gonna use my brush and I'm gonna dot around to make, basically I'm making pink leaves. But I wanted to keep that brown for the tree itself, like the bark color. Plus I think brown and pink are so pretty together. So I'll go through and finish doing this and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this. I don't want to cover too much. Okay, and now I'm gonna take plate M334 for Maniology, and I'm gonna pick up some of these leaves right here. I want to pick them up in Rosebud, and then I'm gonna place them like along here. Just gonna randomly place them. And I may change my mind, but I was kind of thinking about taking some of these little, maybe this little bow, and applying it to the tree. I'm gonna pick it up in Bam Watt and just kind of see if I even want to go that route. So let me do that and then I'll come back. And it's gonna be bigger than what I wanted, so scratch that. So I'm gonna apply my clear coat right now so we can start placing the bows. I did go ahead and get out my new clear coat because the other one was done. Couldn't get this one going there for a minute. Now it is. And I'm wearing my little pink heart ring that my daughter gave me in support of everyone that has gone through breast cancer. And that's families included because you all go through it. Okay, I'm going to place these ones first. And then I have these. Okay, I think I'm going to go back to this plate, and I think I'm going to pick up this image. I'm going to try Maniology's Wild Wings B294 and see if it'll show up the way I'm wanting. If not, I'll pick a different color because I want to put it like across this. Yeah, that one's going to blend too much, so hold on. Okay, I think I'm going to make this color work. And that is Maniology's Rave Babe B179. And I'm also going to include that on this nail because I just kind of feel like the hearts represent the love and this represents the fight. So I wanted to put the bow over it. And I'm using the solid bow instead of the open because I was hoping that would make it maybe show up more. Well, that one didn't get on there good. Get on there, please. Okay, this is what I did. This one, I used the open one in Bam White to layer over so that that would bring that pink up more. So let's do that on the other one as well. I'll show you the difference. Either one could work. And it's still pink. It's just layered the white over it because I was trying to see if that would help it to pop more. So I'll do this one with you. Taking off the little bits that don't need to be on there. Try to layer it. And I did want to quickly say I have also heard of men having breast cancer as well, so this is for you guys as well. And this is the finished look. Now, of course, with the tree, you could go without adding the little leaves, but I just wanted to add them falling as well. Now, some of the pink ones like these are that color blended in too much, but when I kind of was looking to see if I wanted to put white over it, then it was mostly white. You couldn't really see the pink, so I just decided to keep it this way. But if you have that ribbon plate, you know, you can use it for various things. Use what you got. It's the meaning behind it that counts. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you for listening to my message as well. And I appreciate you. And, you know, please be your own voice and get the care that you need. I will list the products for Maniology I have used in the description box. And until the next one, have a blessed day.